we're gonna go pick up our Model 3 Highland. We're in a Honda S2000 right now, which is totally opposite of the Model 3 Highland. The Model 3 Highland is more comfortable, it's faster, and it's way more quieter with all the modern techs and gadgets, and it's got LED in the front, and it just looks so awesome. I can't wait. Shout out to Santana Row Tesla for having the Model 3 Highland already. This is Santana Row. We're gonna go into the Tesla showroom and pick up our Model 3 Highland. What are you guys most excited about with the Model 3 Highland? Let me know, because we're gonna test out all of the features. Here we go, guys. Santana Row Tesla. We're gonna put the key card right here. We gotta get the Tesla key card right there. And now we can do our demo drive. All right, perfect. So with the Model 3 Highland, you have your stockless option right here. So there's no stock. So to go to drive or reverse, it's sliding this. So if you want to go back like that, that's reverse. And then the cameras are on. You got the side mirrors, and you got your high fidelity auto assist. That looks pretty good. So I can go reverse right now. I can back up like so. Woo! There we go. Our first drive in the Tesla Model 3 Highland. Oh, it's sweet. It's sweet. Okay, we're gonna back up more. There's no cars right here, so we're good to back up. We're good to back up even more. All right, everything looks pretty good. Pretty smooth, pretty smooth. All right, now we want to shift to drive. We slide up like that, and now we're in drive. Now, just in case this screen stops working and you're paranoid, don't worry. There's the controls here. You just kind of push here and hold it like that. Neutral. Reverse, park. Whoa, when you park, the lights turn on. Sweet, right there. And you have the, oh, that's very soft too. And oh, you just tap the light and they turn on. Oh, that's fancy. And tap the drive like that, or you can use the dash to drive. So we're just gonna go ahead and head back home right now. So here we go. Oh, no stock. All right, drive. Oh, drive is up. There we go. Now we're in drive. And signals are over here. That's gonna be a little bit weird, because normally when you want to turn, you have the stock right here, you click and you turn. This is not like that. I know I'm gonna get used to it, but I think there's no arguing with the fact that the stocks are something that's good to have. So I have to push this button right here. If I want to signal right here, I push this button and then I signal. It's easy here because my steering wheel is flat, but if, oh, hang on, let me adjust my mirror so I can see behind me. All right, yeah, so right here is easy because my steering wheel is straight. But when my steering wheel is not straight, like right here, if I want to stop the signal or if I want to change the signal, it's hard because I don't know where it is. And it's upside down if it's down here, so it's kind of weird. We're gonna exit right here. Can we exit right here? Maybe, nope, they're not letting us exit here. So we're just gonna go around and find our way back home. One thing I noticed about this Model 3 is it's quiet. Yes, we're driving 9 miles per hour, so we're just pulling a Tesla Raj here, say how quiet the Model 3 Highland is, but we're driving 9 miles per hour. Or in Tesla Raj's case, 8 miles per hour, right? So we'll take this on the freeway and we'll see how quiet it is. We are in Santana Row, and again, big shout out to Santana Row Tesla, and especially Jeremy. He hooked us up with the Model 3 Highland so we can take it home for the night and really see if it's a good fit for us. And honestly, I love the car, but it's gotta be the performance trim, like without question. It's gotta be whatever it is, ludicrous, performance, whatever you call it, I don't care. Give me that high-end model. This one right here, actually, I don't even know which model this is. We'll have to take a look in 1 second right now. So let me see if I can get out of here. And let me see if we can exit. Let me see if I can exit over here. So let me see if I can try to exit and not hit somebody. All right, cool. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna try and make a left and get out of here. So once we get out of here, I will check what model we actually have. So I'm gonna get out here. Make sure we're good there. All right, so here we go. Oh, no, that's fine. Turn here. Nobody's crossing. We'll let them cross. All right. Yes, I'm missing the signal stocks already. Signal stocks would be great. They will be fantastic. Give me my signal stocks back. I'm going crazy with the signal stocks. I can't even turn them off now. Okay, they're off. All right. So, stop here for pedestrians. Nobody walking. I'm a moving. All right. So let's head on home. Let's see. Can we turn on navigation voice? Okay, so navigation is unmuted. Great. So we have some navigation. Stop here. And we're gonna go for it. Nice. All right. So we're gonna drive there and we're gonna make a right onto the freeway. And right now we can actually check, maybe it's under service, maybe it's on here. All right, so this car has 507 miles. People said this car has been test drove like 100 times today or something crazy. But what car do we have? So we have basic autopilot. We have the standard connectivity package. We have, what model is this? This is a Model 3. Is it just the standard Model 3? I guess it is. Maybe I have to take a closer look later when we get home. The lights actually dim down as we are driving, so they don't get as bright as when we were parked, which is different than the Cybertruck, because the Cybertruck, the lights were bright the majority of the time, I think. I can't remember exactly. It was too exciting when I was in the Cybertruck. So don't get me wrong, I'm super excited about the Model 3 Highland as well. And this is very nice. The Model 3 Highland, or just the Model 3 in general, it feels sportier than the Model Y, just because it's lower to the ground and it has the better seating position if you are into that driving dynamics. Of course, if you like big cars, you like trucks, you like SUVs, then the Model Y makes sense. But I'm coming from a Honda S2000, Acura NSX. I like that low center of gravity feel where you sit a little bit lower and you have that more agility. So this feels nicer in that regards. The difference in quietness is contributed to many factors, but one of the biggest factors that contributes to the more quietness of the Tesla Model 3 Highland versus the previous version is that there's double pane glass, not only on the front windows like the previous model, but now they're on the back windows and on the rear window too. So all the glass all have double pane, so it's quieter. The inside does have the LEDs that look really good. So if I wanted them to be brighter, I'm wondering if I can make them brighter. So if I go to lights right here, I can click right here. So when I click right here, does it get brighter? So it gets brighter, right? So I can pick my color, for example, red. Let's stay with red. And it immediately gets dim. So I can try auto. Nope, on. So it doesn't stay on. It doesn't stay bright. So it just dims down. This is very dim, right? So if I hit it again, that's the brightness it can get up to. But when you get out of the screen, it does dim down. So that's kind of a bummer. I don't know if they're gonna fix it in a software update, but I like these lights. Maybe it's kind of a regulation. You can't have bright lights in your car or whatnot, but it's lost its charm to me. I like the lights, but I can barely tell they're on right now. Ooh, so this lane right here is going to make us go south. So maybe we need to go north. So let me see if I can go over here, change lane over here. Okay, good. All right, I didn't signal because I forgot how to signal for a second right there. All right, so we're gonna go north to Oakland. So we're gonna go up here. We're doing pretty good with that.
In 500 feet, turn right to take the Interstate 880 North ramp toward Oakland.
All right, so heading onto the freeway. All right, so we're gonna turn right here. I'm gonna take this corner a little aggressively to see how this feels. Right here, and push it a little bit. Oh yeah, it feels a bit better hung to the ground than the Model Y, as expected with the Model 3. And it's pretty agile. Let me let the car pass a little bit, and then we'll do a little test right here. Yeah, it has that good push to it. Now I'm still wondering, is this the long range or is it the standard one?
Now stay straight to
all right, here we go.
Oakland.
This seems pretty normal. Just your typical Tesla. Trying to do the signal here. Yep, signal out. And then go one more lane out. Okay, we're gonna punch right here. Let's punch it. Let's feel the acceleration. Yes. Oh, that's nice. All right, we're gonna follow this curve right here. Punch it a little bit more. Nice. Very smooth. And yes, it is quiet. It's about as quiet as our 2023 Model Y, but it's more comfortable. The suspension is more smooth and comfortable. I'm gonna see if I can get onto the other lane here. A little bit of adjustments. We'll wait for the cars to pass by a little bit here. All right. Oh, Brakes, brakes, brakes. All right. We also want to test out the autopilot on this thing in 1 minute too. Actually, we're still on this lane. Let's test out the autopilot. I don't know how it's configured. Oh, it doesn't have the stock anymore. So you don't do the single pull or double pull. To test out the autopilot, I think we're gonna push in on the right wheel right here. There we go. So now that, oh, nope. So that's probably cruise control. Okay, so this is cruise control, and we also don't have the auto steer on, so we need to enable the auto steer. And we also like to turn on the rainbow road, which lets us know when we're really on cruise control. So I'll show you how that works in a little bit. Let me get out of this lane right here, so we can just punch it. We can try to drive and feel the dynamics of the vehicle right now, because this is the Model 3 Highland. There we go, feeling the dynamics. Oh yeah, it's very good at responsive. It's very agile. I like that. So right now we're driving about 70 miles per hour on the freeway, and I'm just gonna be quiet and let you listen to the road for a minute. Listen to the road. Pretty quiet, right? There's a little bit of wind buffeting, but that's just normal because we're going 68, 67 miles per hour. But pretty smooth. Pretty smooth, pretty quiet. All right, so going out to the faster lane right here, punch it a little bit. Oh, that's nice. Wow, we're going so fast. We were going so fast. That's crazy. Very nice pickup. So a couple points. Should you get the Model 3 refresh right now and enjoy all the features, or should you wait for the Model Y refresh? Or do you just get a Model Y right now, the current version? So this is the dilemma, that if you need to buy a vehicle right now, today, it's kind of a weird situation. I would always recommend the Model Y for most people because it has higher seating position, it's roomier, and it has a good cargo space, much more than the Tesla Model 3. Because it's a hatchback, you can carry a lot of stuff in the trunk of the Model Y. But right now, the Model Y is still on the previous generation, and if we wait for the new updated Model Y, it's gonna have all the features probably of the Model 3 Highland. And that includes like this LED right here, which you notice is kind of dim because right now at night when you're driving, it does dim down, but it's still a nice LED accent. The front looks really good. It's more quiet, it's more redefined. So that means the Model Y refresh may get a little bit more quiet because the Model Y refresh is already pretty quiet. It already has double pane glass in the front and the back. So I don't think it'll get more quiet, but the suspension on the Model Y refresh may be more comfortable because this is the Model 3 refresh and it's definitely more comfortable. So I think the suspension is gonna be better. If you have kids, they're gonna love the entertainment screen in the back. So another reason to wait for the Model Y refresh, because it's most likely gonna have a screen in the back, which this Model 3 does. Now, if you really need a car, you could get the old Model Y, or you can get a Model 3 and deal with the less space. But I think if you have a family, you're gonna regret getting a Model 3 because it's just a smaller car. And because the trunk is a traditional trunk, not a hatchback, you don't have the ability to carry a lot of big stuff. So that's a big disadvantage of the Model 3 versus the Model Y. There are situations where the Model 3 makes sense. It's for people that are using it as a commuter car, that want something a little bit more sporty, a little bit lower to the ground, then the Model 3 makes a lot of sense because it does have a sportier feel and it sits closer to the ground. But the Model Y is the best-selling vehicle for a reason. It's very, very spacious and practical all together, right? So combine that with the refresh and the updates and everything, it's a winning combination. So this is the Model 3 Highland, and we're driving on the freeway. I just want to make a sound clip so you can hear how it sounds. unfortunately, they will dim down when you exit this menu. There's a blind spot indicator right here. It turns red when there's a car in your blind spot. So you don't have to always just look at the mirrors. It's nice to have that indication right there. I guess you can hack it by putting on this screen, so you can set your color and have it stick. It's pretty nice. I feel like I'm in a spaceship. Whoa, some gravel. Punch it a little bit. Let's go inside the lane right here. Alright, so we've been driving the Model 3 Highland for about 23 minutes, 25 minutes or so. It's very good. I feel the acceleration, the turning, everything is good about it. The steering wheel is smooth. We're going to go ahead and exit right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of the settings and we're going to dial in the auto steer. And we are also going to, oh, did you see that? I changed lane, and after I changed lane, it automatically turned off the blinker for me. I kind of like that. So we're going to aggressively exit right here. Let's see how we can aggressively exit the freeway. Here we go, and we're gonna take the exit right here. Nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn right, and we're going to mess with the screen a little bit and see what kind of options and features we have. And here's the braking. Boom. Okay, nice. All right, so we got the brake here, stop, and then we're gonna go. Let's pick up a speed and punch it right here. Oh yeah, nice pickup. Very nice. All right, excellent. All right, I'm gonna go pull into this parking lot really quick right over here, and we'll take a look at what this car has to offer. All right, we'll go in here and feel the bump right here. Boom, 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 smooth, very comfortable. Ooh,
now turn
yes.
left onto Charter Square Terrace.
All right, I'm gonna turn over here. Maybe I'll go straight. All right, here we go. So I'm just going to quickly, oh, this is a place, this is funny because we stopped here a couple of times for this actual, there's like a boba place. So let's take a stop right here real quick. So let's play with the screen. So I'm gonna go hit park, boom, right there. And that parks it, wow, when you park it, the lights turn on. That's nice. Okay, so let's play with the screen and see what we got here. So I'm gonna make sure we lock our doors so we're safe. Oh, when you lock the doors, they turn off the lights, good. Okay, autopilot. I definitely want to go to auto steer. So auto steer is in beta. Yes, we want to enable it. Perfect. Single click is good to activate. Perfect. We're going to go to speed limit. Actually, let's stick to the current. No, let's go speed limit. And then we'll go fixed speed is fine. We'll have the automatic blind spot camera, blind spot collision warning chime, good. Speed limit display, good. Speed limit relative, we can go about 5, no, let's go 3. The thing about this is that sometimes when you're on local streets and you need to follow the speed, I don't want to go too fast. 4, collision warning, medium is good. Lane departure warning, let's keep that to be a good warning. So it lets us know when we are kind of drifting off the lane without signaling. Emergency lane departure, yeah, all this is good. We'll keep all that. So we do have the auto steer on now. Let's also take a look at what vehicle we have. Actually, let's look at the controls. So we have all these controls. The lights are on auto. The mirrors do fold. We can adjust the mirrors. We have the windshield wipers here. Let's just take a look at the windshield wipers. If we go on to here, boom, right there, nice. And we don't have the stock anymore, so to activate the windshield wiper, there's a button right here. So if I push this button right here, it will actually spray the windshield wiper fluid. Pretty sweet. Nice and smooth, as you would expect with Teslas, right? All right, so we got that. The mirrors adjust like so. Click that, and then now we can use this wheel right here to kind of dial up and down the mirror. See, this is what I wanted to do before I started driving. I forgot to, so that's why I'm doing it now. And then on this other side here, I go to right, and then I can adjust this right side mirror now. I can move it up, I can move it in to whatever is comfortable for me. Very smooth, just like any other Tesla, right? You can also have the mirror auto tilt, auto fold, all that. All right, so we'll save that. Perfect. Actually, it won't let us save because I guess we can't save because we are on the demo drive. We're on the demo drive. That's why it won't let us save. All right. So then we have pedals. I want to change this to acceleration. Make sure this is standard. Steering, we can actually go to sport, so that's more agile and it's quicker. Cool. There's auto shift out of beta. So when parked, automatically shift to drive or reverse when the doors are closed. Driver belt is buckled and brake pedal is pressed. I'm not too comfortable with that yet, especially because it's a loaner car. I want to make sure that I know that I'm in the right gear when I select it. Slip start, help to free vehicles stuck in snow. Don't worry about that. We're not in snow area. All right, here's our current charge. We're at 40%. We're good. Autopilot, we already configured. We have the locks and all that. We have the lights. Let me turn off the windshield wipers here. Turn that on auto. Auto is good. It's recording for us. That looks good. We got the lights here. We have this. We try to turn on the lights, but it doesn't stay on. Even auto mode, it won't stay on. That's one thing I was disappointed. You can adjust it. It looks nice and bright, but when you're actually driving, it does lower that brightness. Yeah, so we got the display right here, auto brightness. Everything is auto dim. Good. Good. Everything is cool here. We have our trips, distance. Sweet. Navigations, HOV lanes, auto void toll, no, don't worry about that. Safety. Okay, we have, we can turn on the dash cam. We can go to manually, except let's turn on the dash cam. Let's put on automatic. And yeah, so it's gonna record us, so we'll be able to see that. Mobile access, don't worry about that. Speed limit. Okay, cool. That's all the safety features. Here's the service. So you see that you have your tire pressure right there. You have your owner's manuals. You have headlights, all the information right there. Demo drive auto reset. Allow Tesla to remote start. Yes, this is because it's a demo vehicle. We have the 530 miles we put on it. We got the autopilot, full self-driving computer. So we do have full, but we don't have the full self-driving package. We just have the basic autopilot, I believe. So here's the software. Yeah, so this is a software, and that looks good right there. By the way, there is a camera up here. Yep, there is a camera. Boom, right there. But it doesn't have the front camera. I think they're gonna put the front camera in future Model 3 and future Model Ys, but this one, disappointingly, doesn't have the front camera. The Model S update, the Model X update will have that front camera, but this Model 3 update does not have the front camera. Darn, even the Cybertruck has the front camera. Oh well. And then I wanted to see which Model 3 we have. It just says Model 3. It doesn't say long range. It doesn't say standard. So I think it's just the standard Model 3. Oh, I want to change the Rainbow Road. So the Rainbow Road, I believe, is somewhere here. You can go to Toy Box, and I think you can go to, there's the Rainbow Road right here, and always rainbow. Now when auto steer is on, the Rainbow Road will be on. So perfect. So now we're gonna drive home, and now we have autopilot. All right, so let's get home, because by the time we get home, we'll be at 34% charge. Let's go to drive. All right, here we go. Step on, acceleration, and let's go. All right, so we're gonna hop onto the freeway and test out that auto steer and traffic aware cruise control. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. All right, here we go. And we'll turn up
now
here.
Turn right.
There we go.
Now turn right onto Fremont Boulevard.
Right turn here. Yep, signal. Okay. Nice. All right. Can't do a U-turn here?
Turn right onto the Accord.
Apparently we can't do a U-turn here, so we'll just go straight until we can do a U-turn. Can we do a U-turn up here? U-turn, please? Please, U-turn?
Make a U-turn to stay on Fremont Boulevard.
All right, let's do a U-turn here. So now I feel that steering is even more agile. It's more responsive because now we are on sports steering. All right, great. So we signal here. There we go. So the signal placement of the button kind of follows what the stock is, right? Remember when we had the stock? Shifting up is to turn right, so the right is at the top. Shifting down is to turn left, and the left is at the bottom right here. So we're gonna turn left right here. Yep, at the bottom. It just takes a little while to get used to. Oh, the chime is nice. You hear the chime to let you know when the light's green. We turn here, we're gonna pick up a little speed, punch it a little bit. Let me see. Yes, there we go. Yeah, it has a good pickup. I like it. It's very quiet. It's quieter than the old Model 3, and I would say it's about as quiet as the current Model Y. In terms of comfort, it's definitely more comfortable than our Model Y performance.
Turn right to take the Interstate 880 ramp toward Oakland.
All right, here we go. We're gonna take the right onto the interstate here. Not following this guy. I'm gonna go over here.
Now turn right to take the Interstate 880.
All right, so we're gonna take this ramp a little bit aggressive just to see how the acceleration is and how the steering is. Right here, push this a little bit right here and hit the turn corner. Yes, good grip, punch it. Yes, power, baby. Yes, nice. Yes, no one's gonna be disappointed with this beast right here. Let's go. All right, so now we're on the freeway. We're gonna push this button to enable auto steer and autopilot and let this thing control itself. Sweet. And we can adjust the distance of the car in front of us. Right now it's 4 cars. 4 cars, pretty good right there. And yeah, we can just chill right here and let this thing do its thing. This is one of the best things about Tesla, is this free autopilot that comes with all the Model 3, all the Model Y. And I'm just so happy that this is part of the free included package that Tesla offers, because really this is one of the reasons why I would recommend people to get a Tesla. This autopilot is just nice. It keeps you in the lane and it keeps you in check distance with the car in front of you. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So we're gonna let this thing cruise on the way home and just enjoy the ride. So yeah, just gonna sit back and enjoy the ride back home. We have storage here. We also have your 12 volt DC over here. There's a little shelf down here for extra stuff. See, it's like a shelf way in here to put stuff, and it's pretty deep too. It's pretty deep. And then you have a light here. This one closes like this. That's smooth. This one opens this way and reveals the cup holder. It's kind of nice because now you can actually hide everything. Oh, it's magnetized. What? That's pretty sweet. All right, cool. You got a lot of space here. Ah, that's where the USB here. There's a USB-C right here. All right, pretty cool. Lots of space. Anyway, our garage is now open. That's our NSX. And we have the charger right there. So we'll probably pull straight in. Let's back in. So hit the brakes right here. And then we're gonna go to drive. We're gonna drive up here. And then we're gonna go reverse. Like that, and reverse back, and we have these lines right here. It's gonna help us dial in our location. Can go back here, line this up, and we should be good. All right, bring it in. So now we can kind of see over here. Let me make sure we're kind of close here, but we should be good. We should be able to clear it. Yep, there we go. So that's clearing it, and yeah, everything looks good. And we're got some space on that side, space on this side. Nice. Model 3 Highland, welcome home. You'll be spending the night with us. We're gonna keep you up all night and figure out what makes you tick. So we have the Model 3 Highland for the night. We're gonna have some fun. We have our Tesla charger here, our home charger. Let's see if we can charge it. So should be long enough of a cable. We might not need all the cable, but let me see how much cable we need. All right, here's our cable. Tesla Model 3 Highland. Oh yeah, it fits. Sweet. Open. Oh, it's on the other side? What? Oh yeah. It's on this side. It's even closer. Boom. There we go. And is it charging? Oh, yep. And if you look over here, this is green and this is green right here. So it's charging. We didn't even need to put all that wire. There's all this extra cable. So, well, I was an idiot. I went to the wrong side of the charging port. So there we go. Model 3 Highland. This is a beautiful color. What do you guys think about this color? And how does it compare to the 1998 Acura NSX we have here? This one is a supercharged NSX. I love this car, but I gotta say, the Model 3 Highland, it feels faster, it feels sportier, it feels more agile, the steering is tighter, it's way quieter, not just because it doesn't have an engine, but also because of the double pane glass. And it also has this feature right here. So if you look on each door, down here, they have a little latch. So if you look right here, they have a little latch so that when you close it, it will latch in and it makes the car even more quiet. Listen to this. Oh, that sounds so good. How does the door sound when you close them? NSX? Ooh, I think this sounds better. Although the NSX, you can't beat that either. Model 3 Highland. Let's drive the Tesla Model 3 Highland right now. You need a key card, put it here, or if you have it in your phone as a Bluetooth key, that works too. To drive, there's no stock. You're gonna go ahead and slide this up, and then you just push the acceleration pedal, and off you go. So this one is the standard range Model 3 Highland, and it's pretty sweet. I think it has a 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds, so not the fastest, but it has the LFP battery, so the battery can be charged up to 100%. So the range on this thing is pretty good considering that fact. It's got the nice LED, it's quieter, it rides smoother, it's got the screen on the back, it's got heated and ventilated seats, and it's got a new front design, and the taillights look nice. It's one piece now, and it has a slightly wider opening trunk, and I think the length of the vehicle is about 1 inch longer. That's pretty much the spec in highlight detail. It drives well. Look at the steering right here. It's smooth, it punches, it's a nice vehicle. Anyone that has this will love it. I've driven a lot of cars, and this car right here is equivalent to a sports car just a few years ago. With a 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds, it's really quick. It might be 5.9, 5.8, it doesn't matter. What makes it quick is that acceleration from 0. It has instantaneous torque, and it's very comfortable. You might notice that I like to kind of go over my bumps nicely and slow because I'm used to my Model Y performance being a little bit rough on the suspension. There's a couple of bumps right here. We're gonna take those a little bit faster, and we're gonna see how well this thing sounds and how well it conforms to it. So listen to this. Here we go. Here's the bump. We'll go faster in this one. Pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. We got one more right there. And we'll go like intermediate speed right here. So how normal people would drive. I like it. It definitely has improvement over the old Model 3 for sure, and it does have improvement over the Model Y. So we're returning our Tesla Model 3 Highland to Santana Row Tesla in a little bit, but first we got to get our coffees. So we're gonna go to our local coffee shop, and then we're gonna head out to Santana Row. We might actually take a slight detour trip to see some little bit of curvy roads if possible, and then we'll drop off the car to them. It's been a really awesome experience with the Tesla Model 3 Highland. Again, this is a standard range, the cheapest one, and I think this one is quite possibly the best value. Again, the LFP battery, and because it's priced really well. It does have just rear wheel drive instead of the all-wheel drive on the long range, but you really only need that all-wheel drive if you live in snowy weathers. You know you need it if you need it, right? This is quite the value. Now, if you're into performance, oh man, they're gonna have the Model 3 Highland Ludicrous. That's gonna be bonkers. It's gonna be crazy. Redesigned front, redesigned seats, also a couple of other redesign, maybe a front camera. There's no spec release yet on it. There's some leaks. It's quite exciting. But I think the car that's gonna sell the absolute most is going to be the refresh Model Y, which is codenamed Juniper, which is the Highland refresh, but for the Model Y. I think that's going to be really awesome. So if you're waiting for a Tesla right now, I would say try to wait a little bit longer and get the refresh Model Y Juniper that's coming later this year. If you really can't wait and you need a nice big Tesla for your family, then the Model Y current generation is pretty good. If you're okay with just a smaller sedan like the Model 3 Refresh Highlander, this is really nice. This is really nice for anyone that doesn't care about having the extra space of the Model Y. Let's check our navigation right here. So we're gonna go up here and then we'll turn over. And oh yeah, the nice thing about this vehicle right here is that it's got the dual climate control, but for the first time, you can turn off the air vent of the passenger side and then tap to turn it back on. Pretty neat, right? And here are the seats cooling in action right now. That's cooling number level 3, and then that's you can actually go to the heating right here. Oh wait, that's heat, that's cool right there. So you can switch between heating and cooling, and they're ventilated too, so they'll let you breathe better. So anyway, here we are. We're gonna pick up some speed. We're gonna try and merge into here. And yes, this is the slowest Model 3. Of course, you have your signals on the steering wheel, which is a little bit getting used to. I don't think I'll ever like it as much as the stock. Because I'll just be honest, like when you have the steering wheel turn, these are flipped around and they're very confusing to use. But I think that's my only complaint about this refresh Model 3 Highland. Everything about it I like. I think it's worth the upgrade. If you don't have a Model 3 and you want to buy a Model 3 and you don't care about the Model Y, then this is the Model 3 to get. If you already have a Model 3, should you upgrade to this Model 3? I would say only if you love these features, right? Like the more quiet cabin, the LEDs in the front, the screen in the back, and the redesigned look. If you like it, then you like it, right? But are you gonna really notice it? Well, I guess it really depends on those features. Are you gonna notice the screen in the back? Do you have kids that are gonna like the screen? Do you really like this LED? Is this LED gonna be a deal breaker for you? So those are things you have to think about. I honestly think if you have a Model 3 already, there's no real reason to upgrade. If you don't have any Tesla, then get a Model 3 Highland, you'll enjoy it. If you have a family, then get the Model Y refresh, which is coming out later this year. It's codenamed Juniper, and it's equivalent to the Model Y Highland, right? Because they don't call it the Highland, they call it the Juniper. That would be the one to get. And I guess the only other option is if you really want a Tesla Model Y right now, you can't wait for the Highland, yeah, get the old one. You don't get the screen in the back, you don't get the LED, you don't get the new design look. The suspension is a little bit harsher, it's not as quiet as the new one. Maybe the new Model Y Juniper might have the camera in the front too. But anyway, we're gonna drive this for a little bit more here. We're gonna pick up some speed and we're gonna go get our coffee. And this car is about 1 inch longer than the old Model 3, but it still is a very compact sedan. I don't like parallel parking, so this car is really easy to parallel park. It also has like the updated fabrics around the car too. So here, we're gonna take this a little bit fast right here. Yeah, so it has like the upgraded material here and on the side of the door, and you have carpeted down here for your cup holders. So little things are nicer, little things. All right, let's park somewhere. Maybe we'll park right here and we'll get our coffee. So when you park, you can see how all the parking sensors work. You can pull up here. It'll let you know when you're close to the car in front, and then you go to reverse, back down right here. You have your cameras. You got your hardware 4, so the cameras are brighter and clearer. Not brighter, but just clearer, right? Sharper resolution. You can see right here, we're gonna cut into the curve so I can turn out for backing up so I don't curve the rims right here. Very nice. And maybe I want to go up just a little bit so I really don't curve it, right? So I can go up here and then I can turn down one more time back here, and then I should be able to park without curbing the wheels. Don't curb the wheels, don't curb the wheels, don't curb the wheels. And we are going to back up a little bit more so that we're in this area right there. And boom, go to park, grab our key card, and walk to our coffee shop. Let's go. All right, we put our key card right here, and we got our coffee. We're ready to rock and roll. By the way, the new Tesla Model 3 Highland has these cup holders right here. So when you actually close it, you can hide everything. And boom, look at that. And it looks really nice. So there's our cup holders, and we have our Vietnamese coffee. Are we ready to drive? We're gonna go a little DK, aka a little drifting right now. So let's go ahead and take a little curvy road. Hopefully it doesn't detour us too much, and we're gonna enjoy the Model 3 Highland right here. So let me creep up forward, and we're gonna go ahead and wait for this white car, actually these two cars, and then we're gonna take this a little aggressive turn right here. All right, here we go. Boom. And then we're gonna go up here, and there's a little canyon road. I'm gonna push this car a little bit. We're gonna keep it in control and check and everything. I'm gonna make sure that we got the autopilot. Oh, we gotta make sure we turn back that on. Steering, we gotta change this to sport. All right, we're good with that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to park real quick and enable autopilot right here. Yep. And then we'll go back to the drive mode, so we'll have autopilot with us. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn right here. Good, sweet. All right, so we're gonna go up one street up here,
right onto Benedict Drive.
And there's a nice curvy road. I believe the entrance is up over here.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Parker Street. Now turn right onto Parker Street.
Is it this one or is it the one up above? I always forget. I think it's the one above. And hopefully they won't block it off, because sometimes they do block it off.
Now turn right onto Graf Avenue.
Ah, yes, right here, this one.
Now
all right, here we go.
left onto Lake Shabbat Road.
Let's enjoy the canyon roads. Oh yeah. Here we go. And I'm just not going to talk. Oh, they closed it. They closed it. Oh well. Sorry guys. We won't be able to do our canyon drive. Maybe next time. Oh well. So that just means we're going to get to the Tesla dealership on time, the Tesla showroom on time, instead of being a few minutes late. But so for the rest of this drive, I'm just gonna keep it pretty quiet and just let you enjoy some ASMR.
In 500 feet, turn left to take the ramp toward Hayward. Now turn left to take the ramp toward Hayward. In 1 mile, take exit 34 on the right onto California 238. Now take the Interstate 238 north ramp on the right. In 1 mile, take exit 16A on the right onto Interstate 880 south towards San Jose. stay on Interstate 880 South. In 500 feet, take the Stevens Creek Boulevard ramp on the left toward West San Carlos Street. Then stay straight to take the Stevens Creek Boulevard ramp. Now take the Stevens Creek Boulevard ramp on the left. Now stay straight to take the Stevens Creek Boulevard ramp. Now turn right onto Stevens Creek Boulevard. In 500 feet, turn right to stay on North Monroe Street. Now turn right to stay on North Monroe Street. Now turn left onto Forest Avenue. In 500 feet, turn left onto North Winchester Boulevard. In 500 feet, turn left onto Stevens Creek Boulevard. Now turn left onto Stevens Creek Boulevard. Now turn right onto Santana Row. Now your destination is on the right.
Right. Well, that's our Model 3 Highland test drive. Tesla of Santana Row, extremely helpful, giving us the opportunity to take it home overnight, and we drove it and we got a chance to really experience it. One of the interesting things about that Tesla Model 3 Highland, the standard range one, was the charging speed. Because it was the slowest one, it charged at 32 amps instead of the Model Y performance we have, which charged at a faster rate. But you gotta keep in mind that the battery on the Model 3 Highland standard range is actually a little bit smaller than our battery, so it actually charges pretty quick. So anyway, that's gonna wrap up for our video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the Model 3 Highland, let me know in the comments below. Take care.